Yummy.
In the next 40 seconds, I'm gonna get you to work out for yourself why you're still yo-yo dieting and never managed to lose the weight long term. Hopefully, you will have a light bulb moment. Let's get started. Were you always hungry? Have you ever tried a diet that you tailor according to your own blood results and not someone else is sitting behind the desk telling you what to eat? Did you ever investigate the medical reason as to why you are constantly gaining weight? Have you ever chosen an eating plan that actually fixes the weight gain problem? Have you ever done a diet that it was sustainable in order for you to go the distance and do your time? Have you ever had a coach that cared enough about you to get inside your head to change your unhealthy relationship with food? Have you ever had a coach that's willing to challenge your excuses? Have you had a personal coach who will hold you accountable to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to? Have you ever had a diet where you were not deprived of food, where you had to count calories or do tremendous amount of exercise? I hope by answering all these questions, you finally worked it out. You finally worked out the formula that you need to succeed. We know why you fail, and we're here to address all the issues that were brought up. Remember, these are just some of the major issues that we've learned from time from yo-yo dieters and their behavior. There is no better way to let you in on what we do and why we do it other than to show you a real live consultation with one of our potential clients where I dive into all these problems in more detail. I urge you to watch this clip if you identify with any of the reasons we brought up earlier. I'll talk to you after. Welcome, and I'm guessing you're probably thinking, what can I do for you that's going to be different than your past experiences? And I believe that people don't succeed for 4 major reasons, and we can go a little bit more into detail. But the 4 reasons is that whatever diet they decide to do, like you said, it's not sustainable. And what do I mean by that? Weight gain happens over time, and weight loss should also happen over time. So the major factor here is time. So if we do our time, it's logic to say we'll lose the weight, right? But the problem is we employ a diet that it's not sustainable, which doesn't allow us to do the diet. So you quit early and you can't even last 7 days without breaking it because it's so unsustainable, right? So that's number 1. The second reason I believe that it's people don't succeed, and when I mean succeed, anyone can lose the weight, but not everybody can keep it off. The second reason I believe is that the diet, again, is an issue because it doesn't fix the weight gain problem. You see, there's a lot of people who would have been skinny most of their life and all of a sudden they put the weight on. Why? So something physiologically in the body has happened, and what we need to do is actually go out and have a look and figure out why this happened and fix the problem. So we need to fix the disease that's causing the weight gain, not go reduce the food and exercise more, because that doesn't fix anything. Even if it did, it's not sustainable. Therefore, you still can't do your time. The other reason is mindset. If you did our program, you would see that majority of the work that we do is not diet related, because you can go and get a ketogenic diet off the internet for $30 and there you go. But the most important thing that I believe is mindset and accountability. Now with mindset, if you constantly running after food and you have a bad relationship with food and you're constantly running after the next meal and always finding comfort in food, you're not going to lose weight. You see, the food being in the fridge doesn't harm you. It's you walking to the fridge that makes the decision to open that fridge and get the food out is the problem. So unless you change the relationship with food, which we help you do that, because I did it myself, and don't forget that I've always been overweight all my life and had a very bad relationship with food. But unless you change that relationship with food, no matter what you do, again, it's not going to be sustainable. So whatever we do, we need to do a degree of sustainability for us to do our time. And the final reason, which is kind of connected to the mindset, is accountability. Everybody's got excuses. We've heard them all. We know what you're gonna say. You're gonna tell me your sister-in-law, my mom, birthday party, anniversary. We've heard it all, right? So unfortunately, when you start to do a diet, not only you're not being held accountable, but you've got family members and friends who are pushing you not to do it. And you constantly in your mind, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? When all of a sudden you break. But being held accountable to somebody that knows their excuses, knows what you're gonna do, and will try to get you out of these so-called patterns is what allows success. If we constantly on email daily going, hey, update me what's happening, how are you? And then we meet every week, there is a sense of accountability. You and I, if you've got a job, you're accountable to your boss. Everyone somehow held accountable at some stage of their life for them to produce. I think that accountability is very, very important. And without being accountable, I think there's something is missing. So I went to a lot of nutritionists when I was trying to lose the weight back in the day, but I got a diet plan from them and walked away. But unless I decided to go back and pay more money, they don't care about how I'm going. They never picked up the phone and say, are you doing it? Why have you stopped? So it's very important that the 4 reasons you need a very, very sustainable diet. You need a diet that's actually going to solve the weight gain problem. You need a change of mindset, and you need somebody to hold you accountable. A combination of those, I think, that is a perfect way of getting the results and continuously never ever being overweight again. So I spoke for a while. I want to hear from you. What do you need out of those 4 reasons that I've given? Do you feel that you need or you lack?
I think all of them.
I hope you enjoyed that short clip and perhaps learned a little bit more about yourself and you had a light bulb moment. We've designed the 3M program to be bulletproof because working with so many people, we understand the excuses. We understand that there's a lack of accountability, and we also understand that the diet people usually take up is not sustainable and it doesn't fix the problem of weight gain. A winning formula needs to be a diet that's sustainable so you can do it for long term, because weight gain comes on over time. So weight loss also has to come over time. The diet also has to address the medical reason for weight gain. In addition to all that, you need to also change your relationship with food, because not changing your mindset, nothing will change. If you do what you've done in the past, you will get the same old results. Finally, I believe that the lack of accountability is the biggest reason for failure. Everybody's held accountable to somebody else. At your work, you're held accountable to your manager. As a husband or a wife or a partner, you're held accountable to that partner. Being accountable to your coach on a daily basis, through emails, through a once a week catch up, you will have to report what you're doing. We don't believe in failure, and we will never let you fail. We will never let you quit. We will always hold you accountable. If you believe that what we've offered you today is a winning formula for you, then don't delay. We've helped hundreds of people achieve results they never dared to imagine. There is no perfect time. There is no tomorrow. There is no next week. Start immediately and change your life today, not tomorrow. I'll wait for you on the other side.